Hi everybody, welcome to my table. This is Diamond Painting Dude, also known as Ryan. This isn't a complete review of this canvas, but it's kind of like a whip and chat. And I also want to review everything thus far that I have my thoughts and feelings about this collaboration that I'm doing with Feelook Art and other creators. First off, I would like to give a really big thank you to Feelook Art for giving me the opportunity to do this collaboration, and as long as they allow me to collab with them, it's been it's been a real joy. The customer service alone is really what reeled me in. Everything else with any company really with me is icing on the cake. I'm an old school customer service guy. I was trained, that the customer is who gives you your paycheck. And without the customer, you don't have a job. Not saying that, I just believe that everyone who spends money should feel special in some sort of way. So if there's an issue and you bring it up to a company, there should be some dialogue there at least. And with Feelook Art, I couldn't give them a higher rating on customer service. So there's that. I feel I feel kind of honored that they gave me a chance. When they gave me a chance to be an affiliate for them, to show their product, I had less than 100 followers. And I was like, I wonder why they're giving me this chance. And so, yeah. So all I can say is thank you, Feelook Art, for giving me the opportunity. I've learned a lot throughout the process of doing some unboxings. This is my first collaboration, although when I was given the opportunity, I did buy some canvases of Feelook Art, and during Christmas time, I worked on the Christmas cat and the wreath, but I ran out of some drills, and Chef Laura is actually, she's sending me some replacement drills, and that wasn't Feelook Art's fault. That was my fault because I started using an AB drill to enhance the image on my own, and I didn't compensate for how many drills was needed to how many drills I had left. I'll be right back. I gotta let this dog out. She's going nuts. I'm back, and I'm sure they'll end up knocking on my door. So yeah, so let's get into my thoughts on this canvas thus far. The canvas is very sturdy. It has a thickness to it, although it's not too thick. I would say it's a little bit thinner than the Diamond Art Club canvas. The back of Diamond Art Club is a little bit more soft. This has more of a like a felt, like a sturdy felt, like maybe if you pressed felt down. I haven't had any problem with wrinkles. I didn't have to roll it back on itself. So canvas itself is a wonderful canvas. It has a nice sorry, I'm seeing dog hairs. Surprise when you have dogs, right? The canvas has kind of a glitter in the canvas itself, and it's poked and scalloped along the edges to prevent fraying, which I have not had any fraying at all. We have very, very little glue line for things to stick to. I have not felt the need for washi tape. So even though washi tape is fun because it's cute, so I actually had a washi tape with a rabbit on it, but I've not felt the need to put it down because, like, when my hands are like this and I lift my hands, they don't stick to it like they would any other canvas that I've worked on. That would never really be a deal breaker, having to put on the washi tape, because like I said, it's kind of fun, but it's nice not to. It's nice that the quality is there. You could still put on washi tape just for the aesthetic purposes, but you wouldn't need it for if you're annoyed when your hand sticks to the canvas, which is why I went to washi tape when I first started. And I know I'm a newbie, but when I first started, I was like, I don't need washi tape. And then I started using washi tape, and then I wanted to like kind of use a washi tape that corresponded with the design that I was doing, which is fun. But for this particular purpose, I just wanted to show you that it's not necessary. I like how the print goes beyond the drill field. I think that adds a pretty luxurious touch to it, and also a nice visual appeal. One second. Oops. The glue on the canvas, it remained very sticky throughout the process. Oops, I lost a couple drills. Make sure I take those right now before I forget what code those are. So it's maintained its sticky parts, and I went through a process where I did some blinging up and added my own special drills, which I'll show you in a minute. I should just talk to you and do this after. Talking and doing something at the same time is definitely a chore with me, but now I want to finish the ends. So after I do that, then I'll stop. Give me 2 seconds. That's my mom. She's back from the hospital. She's doing a lot better. Letting the dogs in.
Well, they wanted to come in.
Oh, I know. Thank you. And that's a telemarketer. All right, so 2 more ends in. All right. So yeah, so let me explain some stuff to you. So I have the whole canvas covered, as you can see. I did not take the plastic off of it. I did section it off where I cut away the plastic, but I decided to keep the plastic on. The plastic is pretty thick. It's not as thick as other companies that I know of, but definitely not as thin as other companies. I don't have any irregularities in the plastic, so that also didn't bother me. It lays fairly smooth. There's no wrinkles. There's no air bubbles. And I just cut away as I'm going, so I don't have to lift it and put it down. I'm not getting that crinkle effect. So I enjoy that. And I'm also learning to enjoy looking at my image without having the parchment paper on it. So I'll continue to leave the plastic on throughout the process. So when it comes to all this green that you see in here, this is K905. It's a metallic green. I got this one, this drill from Forever Young DIY. Let you see the sparkle there. So after I did the greens in here, this was DMC code 469. There's 2 main greens, and that's DMC code 937 and DMC code 469. All 469, after I placed the original drills that came with the canvas, I decided I wanted to put the metallics in there to kind of zhuzh it up a bit. So I ended up tearing off all of those drills and replacing them with these. So after pulling off the drills and moving them around and stuff like that, it maintained its stickiness really well to add the metallic drills to it. In this card here, it originally was going to have this color here. Let me turn off this so you can see it better. So the card, this is kind of like the lightest color. This 3865. And so that's the same color here, the same color here, the same color in his shirt, and even up in his face. So I'm gonna, in his shirt and in his well, that's still his shirt. I'm going to utilize the original 3865. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's move back. Another telemarketer. Shush. So I'm going to utilize the original colors in the shirt. And in the card, I replaced that with white ABs which were acquired. These are the old ABs. I got these on clearance at Walmart months ago. Goldie. So I got these through Walmart. Like, let me see if I can get you in close here. So take a look at those white ABs And then I'm going to show you the new ABs. In these I'm going to incorporate in Gentleman Rabbit's face and hair. And I think I understand now why I got the ones I did on clearance, because these ABs are, I'm just gonna say they're delicious. They look like candy, and the new coating on them is just fantastic. And I know this isn't a review for diamond dot drills, but I just want to show you the embellishments that what I'm using for the embellishments on this canvas. So this drill will be used in his hair. The original color will be in his clothing. There might be some additions going up. I haven't gotten there yet. So inside the spade, I used a fairy dust drill from Diamond Art Emporium, and that's Fairy Dust 3371. It's a very, very dark brown. Let me come out just a little bit so I can get that up to the light. Let me put this back. Diamond Art Emporium's also another company that gave me a chance to do some reviews without a whole ton of subscribers yet. I was a very new channel, and so those are the dark brown Goldie. Those are the very dark brown fairy dust that I put into the spade. Then the ace, the red ace, I used 5006. That's a diamond dot code. And this is also probably an old AB, because this was with the white. So if you go online and you want to get like insurance quotes, never do that. Because I've been getting robocalls, like 20 a day, sometimes one right after the other, from all different kinds of cities. So it's really annoying. I'd rather pay double what my insurance is than go through this again. Anyway, I digress. This is what I swapped out for DMC code 900. DMC code 900 is the original color that's supposed to be for the ace and the heart. And think I showed you that. These are the old 5001 through diamond dots, and I did that in the card. And so let's go over to the pocket watch. Zoom you in here. Get that a little bit over towards the center. A little bit here. Stop shaking. All right. So, one moment. I have some notes to kind of keep me on track. We'll go through those in a second, see if I kept on track. So you get 3 different, these are the specials that you're going to get with this kit. And it, in the description, it said fairy dust. And I think it was just a term confusion. Because I wrote them and I was like, these aren't fairy dust. Because what they are, to me, they're metallic. And she told me, well, this is their special dust drills. And after that, I heard them, or I can't remember where I saw it, but it sticks in my mind that a kit had gold dust drills. And I think that's what they're calling these, are the gold dust drills. So if you see in their description fairy dust drills, I believe it's actually supposed to be gold dust drills. So I got 3 different shades. I don't know if these are DMC codes or if this is a special code just for them. But this is, number A is 112KJ. And just look how beautiful those are. These are very similar to the diamond dot drills that I just showed you. The cut on them and the coating. B would be 128KJ. That's their code. And C is 130KJ. These had some static going on, but it was calmed down easily with some static sheets. Some of the lighter ones had a little bit of static. Actually, kitting it up was enjoyable because there was not much static. The drills came out very easily. I believe you can see that when I'm kitting up Gentleman Rabbit in a previous video. So, moving on. So there's a mix of the 3 colors, and you can barely tell. I mean, they're so close together. I can kind of tell that there's one there, but the mix just works very well. So, I see a dog hair. Or a beard hair. Anyway. So, around at the edge of the timepiece, I added these fairy dust drills, 3863. And those I got through foreveryoung.com. Or Forever Young DIY. And then I added a row of these 5001. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. It's not a tickle, it's a frog. And then the actual faceplate right here, I used a white fairy dust, which I believe I used all of them. So, and those also I got through Forever Young DIY. So that explains pretty much all my specials. So let me go into my list and see if I'm missing anything. The drills are amazing. They're all resin. And the consistency of the drills, I'll give it like a 95% for the consistency. Shape size, didn't have a problem. It was a joy to multi-place, actually, because everything was the same size. This is the trash. Oh, sorry, bring it back out. I should bring this back. So this is the trash, and this also includes everything that I picked out of the green. And there's a bunch of black in the mushrooms that I started placing, all kinds of 310s. So I had to pluck those out too. So that includes those. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So I explained that the drill or the glue field does not go over the design. I explained to you the drills, the static was minimal. Told you about the static. Showed you the drills. I think I have everything. Yeah. So I definitely recommend them. I'm giving you my honest opinion. I like how the legend, they have two, one on each side. I'm gonna say the same thing that I say with every canvas I do. I wish that the legends were swapped. So if I turn the canvas over to work on it, I don't have to look at the upside down one. But I've learned to adapt with that, so I don't care. It's just something that would be like, yay, look what they did. But I can adapt. I mean, you can't switch the symbols around when you turn the canvas around, so kind of makes sense. Kind of make the symbols look the way you're looking at them. One suggestion I'll make again is that it would be lovely to have a sticker sheet. So I like to have all the information. Kitting up is kind of a chore with me. So I didn't put the DMC code on it this time because I don't really look at the DMC code, but the number and the symbol are my most important things. So if they had a sticker sheet, I'd be in heaven because Then I would have the number and the symbol. And then all I would have to do is put the symbol here for, that's my own thing, because I usually have like a ton of these laying out here and I grab as I go. So it's just a convenience thing. I'm sure everybody else would just be very happy with a sticker sheet. Other than that, that's about it. I'm going to leave you now, and I've had a lot of you reach out and tell me you've looked at Feelook's website. And if you're new to my channel and you're curious about Feelook and you want to give them a chance, I definitely follow the link that's in my description. And if you like something you see, I do have a code. It's Ryan10, and that'll give you 10% off of your purchase, and it'll also give the channel a small commission. However, you do have choices, and they are offering different discounts out there. I don't believe you can stack your discounts. I think if you spend over $100, you get 20% off your purchase. And if you spend $150, 25% off. And I think $200, you get 30% off your purchase. Or something very close to that. And I think you get a better discount also if you, if it's your first time purchasing through them. So I encourage you to save as much as you can, or use my discount code, and you're also helping out my channel because of that. I'll have all that information in the notes below. And if you're new, please subscribe and hit the bell, and that'll notify you that I am coming out with new content. And I'm going to leave you with a time lapse of progress that I've made from here going this way. All right, folks. Thank you for your support. Thank you for visiting my table today, and I hope to see you at your table shortly.
Lights went down when you feel lost in your shadow. Don't feel alone, don't scream so loud. We are living in this cruel world. Broken but strong, gotta move on. You're not a bakery of life. Equip my soul, find the real gold. I'll fulfill what I started. Cold.
shadows creep, whispers of the city's secrets they keep. Underneath the street lamp steady burn, life's a game of dice, waiting your turn. City lights shine, but they never show the truths we hide, the things we don't know. Concrete jungle beats in the air, dreams take flight, but beware, beware. Tells tales on the subway line, lost souls searching, trying to redefine. Echoes of struggle in alleys tight, fighting for a moment under neon light. Corners hum with a jazzy groove, time stands still, it's hard to move. The rhythm of life, fast and slow. Navigate the maze, let the story flow. Bare knuckle truth, raw and unrefined. Every line's a pulse from a vivid mind. Urban poets in the court of kings, street symphonies when the corner sings. City lights shine, but they never show the truths we hide, the things we don't know. Concrete jungle beats in the air, dreams take flight, but beware, beware. From a vivid mind, urban poets in the court of kings, street symphonies when the corner sings. City lights shine, but they never show the truths we hide, the things we don't know. Concrete jungle beats in the air, dreams take flight, but beware, beware.